Allow me to introduce myself. That used to be your opener. But you did that for 3 long years and still nobody knows of you. Because when said Lord Bentner, I thought, not a fucking clue. And it took 10 pages of Google to start popping up with you. Because you named yourself after a footballer. I think that was your problem. In case you weren't aware, they're pretty fucking popular. But I haven't written jokes about it. Because I really couldn't give a fuck. And if I wanted to see Nicholas Bentner, I'd just ring your fucking missus up. Trim that beard, you scraggly cunt bag. You look like every metal fan wrapped into one twat. You'll get slapped if you indirect. Man, I should slit your neck, or better yet, sever heads in half like a Kinder Egg. Laugh and I'll spin you west like Kanye did Kim, and yes, I've got a Wi-Fi knife. You'll get stabbed through the internet. That was a bit intense. Time to bring back the joking. My man stinks of cigarettes. Try some links after smoking. And you look like what whiskey breath would look like as a person. I'd put like a milli bet you've took spice, but on purpose. You ain't the goat, you're just running where the flock moves. And you used to rep for Bristol, but trust me, we don't want you. Your raps never land because you'd rather write some heavy rock or thrash, dude. Dash metal man in the harbour like the Edward Colston statue. Plus, leather jackets and beanies make this brother actually seem like he's never had any feelings, but I bet he's sad when I beat him.
So it's Lord Bentner, rapping verses. The only clown ever found at Cabot Circus, that's for the Bristol heads. Cause I lived there 10 years and never heard your name once. Yet every battle, I was Bentner out of Bristol like Ronnie Size, representing from day one. Now the day's come, you best pay some respect. Don't you think it's safe, son, cause I left? And you can walk around Bristol like the king of high soul and... Just know it ain't that far for me to come back and pull you off that plinth like Colston. So fuck you, your word life crew, and all the crazy brothers on it, mate. Just being honest, but when I hear word life, all I'm thinking is John Cena and his basic thugonomics. That's fake rapping, fake battling, and fake fighting. So I guess the fact you guys only do video battles online ain't that surprising. See, if we ever met face to face, I would laugh at yours. That's how serious I take FORMI threats. All you do is chat shit from early, morning breath. You're just another dummy out of Bristol like Portishead, without an original thought in his head. See, Ant can't think for himself. Cordyceps. You should feel like Bill, after he got punched by the bride, was given 5 and took 4 of them steps. Contemplating the futility of life, knowing you ain't got all that much more of it left, cause you won one battle. Walk around like you were some shit, but remember, form is temporary, the Lord is class, and that's permanent, so fuck off.
How can you stand there and ask for respect when you stood in one spot and still gasping for breath? You're fat, you're sweaty, your raps are a mess. If you ran for a step, you'd be practically dead. And that Portishead bar wasn't bad, but that's it, G. If I remix that shit, well, that's when it's tricky. Cause I may be a dummy, but I'm still in Briz. You migrated to Surrey to live with your chick. Fucking Steve McSween, the not so lean mean breeze machine. You chat so much waffle that you're breathing cream. You might catch this cunt cough up a tiramisu. Jeez Louise. You're the male version of a big titty goth chick, scrolling through Tumblr, sharing dicks, kitties and dog pics. You thought My Chemical Romance with a shit till they got big, and your Bebo bio says you're pretty but toxic. I'm sick of this topic. I need to set your verse right, cause you tried to use angles about me for repping word life. But if you did bits for Bristol and the scene, then they'd have heard right. Well, I asked round the whole team and they just turned like... Cause no one knows ya. I'll be here forever like Coca-Cola. You'll be gone and forgotten like Motorola. And speaking of dead cells, you're slow as stoners. Chatting backwards in code like your bros with Yoda. Can't attack like you're holding a broke controller. In this game you're a clown, but the jokes are over. Cause I'm taking you out like I'm Cosa Nostra. And also, Stephen, while we're at it, you should know that I'm signed to BMR, you spastic. If you ain't been asked to do basic research, well then maybe last is the place you deserve.
So the point of battle rap is to spit hot shit and scold him. So before he took this battle, someone should have sat him down and told him, calling a one-man band heavy metal fan a metalhead ain't really all that insulting. And then he said I was sad. Like he can see behind my eyes and read my mind psychology. Well, from that outside looking in, I can tell he's full of shite, just like Scientology. You're like L. Ron Hubbard, a dumb delusional sci-fi writer. How else can you justify writing a line like, I will Wi-Fi knife ya? Mate, I ain't heard any millennium metaphor bullshit like that since the Fire Life cipher. Your style's been done before. Shit is basic, a glitch in the matrix, you copycats. And since you took Lord's name in vain, now God's got to cut him down like Johnny Cash. I will always be bigger than you. I'm not just talking body mass, cause I'm ahead in all aspects of battle rap. You can call me a polymath. See, you can't tell me nothing. I march to the sound of my own drum like polyrhythm. If he thinks he can beat me, that's the hopeless folly in him, cause he may think he's the future. I'm already passing beyond that like postmodernism, so never mind the bollocks. I leave this punk rocked in stitches. He's all image, no talent. I kill him quick, it's Sid Vicious, cause you won one battle. And now you think you were some shit. But remember, form is temporary, the Lord is class, and that has always been permanent.
FORMI versus Lord Bentner. I think this was a good battle, this. Two different styles. I think Lord Bentner, his flow is a lot more fluid than FORMI's. But at the same time, his bars don't really have aren't deliberate enough for you to appreciate the fluidity of the flow, where FORMI's flow is a lot more rigid, and you know it kind of rhymes to the flows to the multis, but his content was better. It was more battle rap orientated. It was funnier. It was more direct and precise with what he was saying, and also Lord Bentner's sound on the video was not that good. Whatever he filmed in, you know, that the acoustics was terrible. There was like overpowering the vocals, so it was hard to catch everything Bentner said. But yeah, from what I did catch, you know, FORMI had, you know, his second round was really good. I was impressed most of the way through it. So I've got him 2-0 FORMI.
Yeah, so FORMI versus Lord Bentner. That was a sick battle. I think Lord Bentner's actually, like, he's quite wordy, man. He knows how to bar. I do prefer the more lyrical MC when it comes to battles and stuff. He had some very nice punchlines throughout both rounds. But then you've got FORMI, who I think just from the offset in his first bar, yeah, just telling him about he can't breathe on the spot, you get me? Like, that just kind of swayed it for me in terms of, I think FORMI's a bit more, it was a bit more basic, but his direct attack and how he delivered it, I just kind of felt that just a bit more than Lord Bentner's material. So yeah, I'll only just give it to FORMI. Only just.
Yo, this is Gemini doing judging for FORMI versus Lord Bentner. I gave this one to FORMI. I felt like he finished nice. He was very clean. He had the ram for the step, that whole multi-section I liked. Yeah, I felt like Lord Bentner, I don't ever want to call you Lord, cause man's only ever gonna call you Bentner. The Lord part, like, you're wildin'. But I felt like he was fire as well, like, you know what I'm saying? One thing I'll give him advice with is your style quite dark, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's easy for someone to quickly bring the vibe back from the dark stuff down to here. And I felt like that's what he kept doing in it, because he was just more just rapping just about anything, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't as, like, in depth as you were, you know what I'm saying? Which makes it easier relatable to. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I thought it was a fire battle, but yeah, I gave it to FORMI.
Yo, I give that one to FORMI. Yeah, that was a good battle. But yeah, FORMI killed it, man. He's sick. I think his first round was a lot better than his second, but yeah, he killed it. Yeah, just kind of better punchlines for me, in my opinion, and better performance. Yeah, that's all I can really say.
Okay, so we had FORMI versus Lord Bentner, which is probably the best name in battle rap. Unfortunately, not the best battler though. FORMI, I'm just going to keep this one short. FORMI took both rounds for me. The second round was very, very convincing. 2-0. Peace.